Rory and welcome to CSC Fan TV. I'm here with Rory and we're going to go through the 10 reasons why we're going to win the league this season. In at number 10 is Antonio Conte. Now he is without a doubt the best manager in the world. He's taken a team that finished 10th last season and well, we're top of the league. Our form has been outstanding this season. You couldn't really ask for more, could you?
I agree. He's instilled a winning mentality in a team that finished 10th last year. I think the way that he has managed to energise both a team, a squad, but also a fan base. You know, there was a real lacklustre atmosphere amongst Chelsea's support last year after what happened with Mourinho.
It's very 50-50, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't. You know, people didn't feel good about going to the games, and we felt that the board perhaps shortchanged us. There were lots of things going on like that, and this man has come in and completely galvanised and made the whole thing one unit. The disparity last year was vast, and now we are all pulling in the same direction, and it just feels fantastic.
Yeah, it's down to you, Antonio.
Reason number 9 is the club's winning mentality. When you have players like John Terry around this first team, they demand victories, they demand trophies, and it's, you know, the way that Abramovich wants it. This team are not bottle jobs. Players like John Terry know what it takes to win league titles. Yeah. Players like David Luiz, you've got to remember, that bloke played with one leg to win us a European Cup, scored a penalty. He was outstanding that day. They are winners. Throughout that team, you have a whole heap of winners, and I just don't think they can let it slip now.
No. I think, as well, looking at the team, you look at other clubs, there is no other football team at the moment, apart from Chelsea, that have that togetherness.
Yeah.
Like, they're all playing as a team. I wouldn't say it's one specific player every game that is standing out from the rest. It's collectively.
Yeah, you're
just
right.
That everyone's on top form.
Do you know what, Soph? You're absolutely right. That's a really good point, because I thought it the other day. There were moments when I thought, you know, perhaps Gary Cahill, who I think is having a brilliant season, by the way, but I think that there was a couple of moments when perhaps he was slightly out of position or misjudged something, and immediately Cesar Azpilicueta swept up for him. I think they're a team that are really pulling in the right direction, all helping each other out. Like, as I said, Gary Cahill made a little slip up the other day. Azpilicueta was there. I know for a fact that if Azpilicueta had made that error, Gary Cahill would be covering. They're all fighting together, and yeah, they're a team of winners. Number 7 is a hero of mine, and it's N'Golo Kante. I could talk about this bloke all night. I love him.
I'll take this one. When we signed him in the summer, I always said we had the worst window going. When we got Kante, I just thought maybe he's actually all we need this season, and he is a pivotal reason in why we're going to win the league this season. Don't know if you lot saw it against Swansea last week. 24th minute, Rory's laughing because I was so precise in this. 24th minute, just came around the back of one of the Swansea players and just took the ball off him before he had the chance to score. And everyone in the crowd's sort of almost laughing a little bit because he just comes out of nowhere and he makes those tackles without fouling that are quite crucial in the game, which I don't think we had last season.
I agree. Player of the year?
Yeah, 100%.
Number 6 is the magic number of 29 points. That's all we need to accrue to win this title, and we can accrue that number in any way we want. You know, it can be points that we win or points that the second place team lose. We basically need to amass 29 points, which, considering that we can do it, you know, so if we win 15, someone else drops 14, that's the title. Mm-hmm. That's not a huge amount of points, is it? No. We can do that.
Like I say, I said in my fan cams after the games last week that if we'd lost against Swansea, considering we drew against Burnley, I would have started to be slightly worried, because obviously, like, as we know, in the second half of the season, people tend to pick up points. But no, there's no worries for me now. It's easily done.
Yeah, I agree. And just so I know lots of people are watching this going, how on earth is Rory talking in like such mathematical, precise moments? I'm going to just give a quick shout out there to Jake Cohen. I have no idea about magic numbers. He taught me all about that the other day. Thank you, Jake. Point number 5 is our home form. Our home form is so good that it can carry us to the title, regardless of what happens away from home now. I don't think it's going to come to that, but we are so good at home. We've dropped, what, 1 game? 3 points we've dropped at home. Liverpool. We've dropped 3 points at home all season, and we have 6 games left at home.
6 games left at home.
Which means that in 6 games, 18 points. I think
it's easily doable. I don't see our form slipping in any of those home matches. We've been so good. Antonio's just holds the fort, doesn't he?
There's no reason why this home form won't continue in such a threatening and decisive manner that, you know, we'll only need to pick up certain points. You know, we've got some tough games coming up away from home. We've obviously got to go to Old Trafford. We've obviously got to go to the Britannia. Not easy places to go. I think we can certainly go there and get positive results with both fixtures. But even if we don't, the home form should see us through. Agreed?
Oh, yeah.
Another crucial reason why we are in pole position to win this league is we don't have European distraction. Now, I know Tottenham are out of Europe, but I don't see Tottenham as our biggest threat for this league title.
No.
I think it comes from elsewhere. and the clubs that it comes from are all fighting in Europe.
Yeah, exactly. I think although we've got the FA Cup, haven't we? We're still in that, but it's not enough. I think the main thing you worry about with players when they're playing in other leagues is the travel and how tired they get and things like that. We don't have any of that, and even to be fair, even if we did, our team is so solid. I don't think we can even use that as an excuse.
I like it. I agree. Hey, mate, I'm going to finish on that one. The fact that you've managed to drop a garage reference. Done. Picking up from there, our next point is the fact that when we go into these massive fixtures, you know, going to Old Trafford, playing Manchester City at home, we don't have to win. That gives you such a cushion and such a nice position to go in. You don't want to be going to Old Trafford trying to force a win, because if you have to win, chances are you lose, because you know you're going to have to go out. We don't have to win. The onus will be on them to attack us, not on us to attack. A draw will do us there. Yeah. So for that reason alone, I think we really are going to, you know, we are just so set up for this because we have this cushion. We don't have to win. We don't have to force any games. All good.
Yeah, you've got to remember as well that any team that is 10 points clear at this stage in the season
has won the
that's
league.
Massive. Yeah, and we will 10 points well.
You've done it again. We've strayed into another point. Cut. Now, point 2. Now, we know there's been some very, very famous exceptions to this where, you know, people have blown leads, but this team doesn't strike me as that. So, law of averages, the team that is top now, the team that is top with a 10-point cushion now, wins the league. We're just following science here.
Yeah, and like, it's, even from a fan's point of view, it's so lovely to see this season that all of our fans are coming out, and there's not one specific player everyone's talking about. We're all talking about collectively as a team how good we are. It's what's heard in every single fan cam that I do after the game, and any team that has their fans talking about that, what other team's not going to feel us?
You're absolutely right. Do you know what? Against Swansea, there could have been 4 contenders for man of the match. Sign of a good team, innit? 1.
And in at number 1 is our bench. Now you look at last season, I don't think we really had any players to sort of come on that we were really confident about. Look at this season.
Hatter?
No, don't be mean now. But no, you know, listen, Fabregas isn't a guaranteed starter every game, yet he is one of our most influential players. Zuma is back. Terry is our captain, been at the club for years.
Yeah, I agree. I think the fact that we have such a deep and brilliant squad is just going to make it that bit easier for us, because, you know, if there are twists, if there are injuries, the fact that we can call on. Last year, our best defender at the club was John Terry. He's currently not in the team. If something happens, if David Luiz finally has to succumb to that injury from Aguero, we have wonderful talents to step in and steady the ship. And I just, for that reason alone, even if things go wrong, I think we have the players available to us to put them right. Champions.
Oh, wait, let me do it.
It's hit me.
No.
That's ridiculous.
So there you have it. There are the 10 reasons why we are going to win the league. Do you guys agree with us? Comment below. Let us know any reasons you have as why you think we're going to win the league this season. And yeah, go on you Blues.